What's up everybody? Welcome to Gray Rabbit Finance. I'm your host Tyler, and today I'm going to be updating the Forex Ichimoku analysis for all the major pairs for the week of October 22nd to the 27th. Let's hop in. Okay guys, we're going to start with Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. This is on the weekly chart. And overall, this is a very nice downtrend here. We have a very strong looking structure on the Kumo cloud. But right now, the Tenkan Sen, the Kijun Sen, and the Senko Span A and B are flat. So I'm going to be waiting for price to break this support level here. That's at the 0.85648 level. And if we look for some more detail here on the daily chart, you can see right now that the market is just ranging. If I turn that off, you can see that the Chico Span here, which is the yellow line, is just overlapping and tracing the candles. And so until we get a close below this support level, which I just said, we're gonna, this is just gonna be a ranging market for this week. And let me fix this flag. So guys, all the flags, the orange flags are the ranging markets. The pink flags are the pairs I'm looking to trade this week, the special pairs. And the blue flags are ones that are also I'm looking to trade possibly if there's a breakout. So guys, that's pretty much all I have for this pair. Let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, this is AUD Swiss franc on the weekly chart. And so this is one of the special pairs I'm looking at because right now I'm thinking that either this candle is going to be a double bottom or we're going to get a close and break this support level here. And so overall, this is a very nice bearish downtrend here. We have a nice structure on the Kumo cloud. But the only thing right now that I see is that the Tenkan Sen, the Kijun Sen, and the Senko Span A and B are both flat. And so we're going to need price to close below this support level here, which I'm going to turn on. This is, let's go to the daily chart. I'm going to show you that on the daily. So this support level is this one right here, which is the 0.56292 level. And so guys, I actually took a trade on this last week, which I closed out on Friday for a break even. But I am looking to re-enter. And so let me just show you guys. So we still are, this is ranging here on the daily, right? This Kumo cloud is just a little bit too small on the daily. But if we go down to the 4-hour chart, you can see that we have a nice bearish Kumo cloud structure here. So let's take a look at that. So you can see we've broken the Senko Span B. We form a nice range here to create some steam in the cloud. And now we have a nice trend going down, right? And so I'm thinking that this trend is going to break this support level, hopefully, unless it's a double bottom. So we're going to need to be careful for that. But I'm looking to trade this pair if we can get a close below that support level. And so that's why I have all these drawn in here. And so guys, this is called a GAN fan, or GAN fan, however you would like to pronounce. And I'm just using this on the 1-hour chart, just to give me a little bit. So the way you draw it is you make a 45-degree angle from this high here, and then you draw it to this low here. So I'm gonna do this in another video. Today is just for the analysis, but I'm basically using this GAN fan to show me when price bumps into one of these lines. It could be the time for a breakdown in the market or a break up. So that's what I'm looking for. It's also going to show me the overall strength of the market. So the farther that price travels past these lines is going to be weaker in the bearish direction, and it's going to be heading back into the bullish direction. So hopefully I'm waiting for price to touch this line here, get rejected, and then come back down. And that's when I'm going to start looking for my entry. But yeah, guys, keep an eye on this pair. This is AUD Swiss franc, and this could be a really good one to trade this week. Hopefully if it breaks the support. So keep an eye on that. Okay guys, AUD Japanese yen. On the weekly chart, this is just a ranging pair. So I'm not going to say too much about this, but here's the daily chart. Everything's flat. Kumo clouds are overlapping. So this is a ranging market. And I'm going to be avoiding trading this pair this week. Okay guys, this is AUD USD on the weekly chart. And right now you can see that we have a bearish Kumo cloud here. But the Tenkan, the Kijun Sen are both flat. The Senko Span A and B are flat. And we are still kind of just within this range here. So let's take a look at the daily chart for more detail. Now, guys, what I'm looking for this week, so if you look at this, this could be a possible N wave. So this candle just opened. This is the daily candle. So I'm hoping that this candle closes lower and breaks down, because if it does, we're going to get an N wave down and possibly break this support level, which is the 0.62856 level. And then we're going to be able to target this level down here, which is the 0.61702 level. So that's what I'm looking for. We've had a nice retracement. If you take it from here to here, we had a 0.618 retracement from this wick here. So that was a nice, normal strength trend. So I'm thinking that this could break down, but we need to get more information. We need to see the price action play out, and I'm not sure exactly when, but it could be happening around this time cycle line here. So that's what I'm going to be looking for the break. But let's see what happens today with this candle, because if we get a breakdown, that could be a pretty strong move in this direction. Okay guys, this is CAD Swiss franc, and this is a blue flag pair right now. I'm waiting for this level to break. This support level is 0.64597, but right now on the weekly everything is flat, so we're going to need a close below this this level to confirm the downtrend on the weekly. And right now too, you can see guys on the daily chart that this this Kumo is just a little bit too small right now, so we're going to need price to break below and close and then come retest this level to get a little more steam in here. But I am going to be looking this week for the breakout of this level, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Price is getting pretty close to there, so either this is going to be another bottom here, or we're going to get a close below. So let's keep an eye on that. This could be a good one to trade if we close below this 0.64597 level. And our next target support level would be this 0.61217 level, and that's what I would be targeting. Okay guys, now we're on CAD Japanese yen. This is the weekly chart, and right now you can see that this is pretty bullish on the weekly. We have the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen both pointing up. We've got the Senko Span A pointing up, but however we do have Senko Span B flat, and so we're going to need price to close above this resistance level, which is the 111.171 level. And so guys, if that happens, we get a breakout. Going to be looking to target this level up here based on this impulsive N wave up. We're going to be looking to target this 1.272 level, which is the 116.411. And so we just need to wait for this breakout. So price has been consolidating. We broke out of this P wave, and so we broke out, we retested. So overall, this is looking pretty bullish for me, and I'm waiting for this breakout. So hopefully that happens this week. But I have this marked as a ranging pair because I still think price is a bit far away from breaking out. So unless we get the breakout, I'm probably not going to be trading this pair this week. Okay guys, we're now on Swiss franc Japanese yen on the weekly, and so overall this is very bullish. We broke this resistance level here. Let me just copy that so I can read that for you guys. We broke this previous resistance level, which was the 166.588 level. Right now Tenkan-sen is flat, but the Kijun-sen, the Senko Span A are both pointing up, and Senko Span B is flat. So right now guys, if we look at the daily for some more detail, you can see that price is starting to retrace a little bit. And so when this happens, I'm expecting price to retrace back down to this previous resistance level, which is now going to be acting like support. And that's the 166.588 level. And so once we get that, and then hopefully we get another N wave up, you could look to enter at this level. It's a little bit more risky. So you're going to have to determine that on your own. This is just, I'm just giving some ideas here. But most likely I will wait to enter on the breakout here, and I will be targeting up at these levels. So keep an eye on that. I have this marked as pink this week. I'm thinking that this is a pretty strong bullish trend up. So we'll probably just get a retracement back to the Tenkan-sen and then a bounce up in the bullish direction. Okay guys, this is Euro AUD on the weekly. And overall, I have this marked as a ranging pair this week. Price is back above the Tenkan-sen, but the Tenkan-sen's pointing down and the Kijun-sen is flat. You have Senko Span A also pointing down and Senko Span B flat. So overall, guys, this pair is losing some steam right now. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to break out this week, and I just expect it to be ranging. And you can see on the daily chart here that price right now is just between this resistance level here at the 1.70659 level and the support level, which is the 1.63213 level. And you have now you have a bearish Kumo cloud twist, and you have the Chico span just tracing the candles. So guys, this is overall just a ranging market on the daily, and I'm not expecting to trade this pair this week. Okay, here's Euro Canadian dollar on the weekly, and right now this is a ranging pair. Price has come down and was supported on the Senko Span A, but now it looks like price is re-entering back into the Kumo cloud. We have 2 out of the 3 Senyoko Gyukoten signals. So we have a death cross here on the Ichimoku, and we have the Chico span below the candles. And now we're waiting for price to break the Senko Span B to confirm the next bearish trend. But until that happens, you will see right now on the daily chart that we just have a ranging market. This support level here and this resistance level up here is just forming a nice tight range here. So this is the 1.51132 level, and this is the 1.41578 level. So until we get a break above this resistance or below this support, and this white line here is the Senko Span B level that I drew on the daily. This is a very important level, guys. If you haven't seen my video on support and resistance, I highly recommend it. But when you use the Ichimoku, these flat parts where the Senko Span B is, which is this thick white line, these levels are very important. Actually, I would say some of the most important support and resistance levels that the Ichimoku shows us. And so I like to mark these in white, just so I know that this is a very important level. So if we do break this support level, there's a possibility that we could look to enter a trade and target this level here, which is the 1.39396 level. But for this week, guys, this is just a ranging market, and I'm most likely not going to be trading it. Okay, guys, this is Euro Swiss franc on the weekly, and right now this is looking bearish. We've got, trying to see if that's flat. Yeah, so we've got the Tenkan-sen flat, but we've got the Kijun-sen pointing down. We've got the Senko Span A pointing down, but the Senko Span B is flat. And so what we're going to need is a break on this support level here, which is the 0.94077 level, to confirm the Ichimoku in a downtrend on the weekly. And if we look on the daily chart, guys, let's get some more detail. So this is overall looking pretty bearish. We had a nice range here that price broke down from this support level, which I called out last week. This is the 0.95156 level. And then we had a nice retest on that level, and it looks like we're getting some N waves down. So I like this pair. I have it marked as blue this week. I'm going to be looking to trade this. This is a little bit of a thin Kumo cloud for the daily. But if we see the right structure on the 4-hour chart and 1 hour, we might be able to still trade this. So I'm going to be looking for this to consolidate a little bit around these levels, possibly to this Ichimoku time cycle line here, and then further downside to this level here, which is the 0.93371 level. So that could be our first target. Okay, we're now on the Euro British Pound on the weekly chart. And guys, this is marked orange for ranging. This is, just pretty up and down right now. Everything is flat. You have the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen diverging, so it looks like we might get a gold cross soon. But if we look on the daily, you can see that actually on the daily, we're starting to form a bullish uptrend. And so this looks pretty good so far. I mean, this is still a baby Kumo, but the only problem I see right now is that we're going to be, if this bullish momentum keeps continuing, it's going to be heading into this level right here, which I'm going to mark this in white. So this, we already see that price was resisted here at this 0.87411 level. So price could get resisted again at that level, because you see this Sanko span A right here, right? That usually acts as resistance. So we could get a double top here and then have price come back down. So, we got to be careful when we look at trends on the daily chart. We also need to be aware of where the major support and resistance lines are on the weekly chart, because you can see already that this is that same white line that I drew in. There's been a lot of support on this and resistance on this level. So until we break above that level, this is just going to be a ranging market in my opinion. So I'm not looking to trade this pair this week. Okay guys, this is Euro Japanese yen on the weekly. And right now I have this marked as blue. Price is closed above the Tenkan Sen, but the Tenkan Sen and the Kijun Sen and the Sanko span A and B are all flat right now. So we're going to need price to close above this resistance level, which is the 159.761 level, to confirm the breakout. Or if price closes below this support level here, the next target would be this Kijun Sen here, and this would, most likely I wouldn't be looking to trade that this week if that happens. But if we look at the daily chart here, you can see that price has had a nice long consolidation at this range here. And so I'm expecting, Chico span is now back above the candles. So I'm expecting price to break out of this range soon. And it looks like we're getting some momentum already forming. And if you see on the 4-hour chart, we have a Kumo cloud that's looking bullish. However, it is a bit too small. But we do have the Tenkan Sen and the Sanko span A and B pointing up, but the Kijun Sen is still flat. And so what we're going to need, guys, is, this is not a trustworthy trend yet. We need more steam in this cloud. And so that once we get the break of this resistance level, then we're going to have stronger trends that we can follow. So if that happens this week, I'll be looking to possibly trade this pair. That's why I have it marked as blue. Okay, guys, Euro US dollar on the weekly. We have 2 out of the 3 Senyoko Gyukoten signals. We got the death cross, we've got the Chico span below the candles, and now we are just patiently waiting for price to break the Sanko span B. But until then, I'm looking at the daily chart, and let me turn these drawings on. On the daily chart, this is a beautiful downtrend right now. We have a really nice structure on the Kumo cloud, and we've had a nice consolidation here at this level. So I'm expecting price to hopefully break this first support level here, which I marked out. This is based off of the weekly Sanko span B level. So let me just turn that on and off. So guys, like I was just saying before, I always look for these really flat levels because these are super important support and resistance levels. So look, you can even see it. Look how close price closed to that level, right? So this is key. And so once price gets and closes back below this level, I'm expecting price to be running down to this level here. And so I drew those lines in. Those are going to be my targets. And now I'm patiently waiting for price to start breaking down. And so hopefully that happens this week. I thought it might happen last week. That's why I've been really closely watching this pair. But if we break this 1.05175 level, I'm going to be looking to enter early, possibly. But if not, we can wait until we get to this close below this 1.04485 level to enter. And then our next target is going to be down here at the 1.03168 level. And so from this level to there, we've got 200 pips of running room. And from here to there, we've got 133 pips of running room. And I've drawn in this Fibonacci extension. And so this was drawn from the weekly Sanko span B. This level is pretty close to the 1.272 level. So if we can get a take profit around here, I think that's going to be a pretty nice trade for us. So keep an eye on that, guys. I'm going to be looking at this one this week, and hopefully we get a nice trade set up. Okay, British pound, Australian dollar. This is the weekly chart. And guys, this is just marked as a ranging market right now. Looks like we're about to get a death cross here on the Ichimoku. And so if we look at the daily chart, so the daily chart right now is just ranging. We had a gold cross here, but we do have a bearish Kumo cloud forming. And so if we do get a close below this support level, 1.88584, this could be an interesting pair to start thinking about trading. But until that happens, I'm just expecting this pair to be ranging this week. So I'm not going to be looking to trade it. Yeah. Okay, this is the British pound Canadian dollar. And so I have this marked as a ranging market this week. But I'm going to show you guys. So on the weekly, we have the death cross here. We have Chico span below the candles. And so we're just waiting for price to break the Senko span B. Or at least hit these levels. And so right now I've drawn those in. I've drawn in this target here, and I've drawn in these support levels. And so if we look on the daily chart, we have a really nice, looks like we're forming an N wave down. And so we had a nice strong downtrend, and now we have the Kumo cloud here getting nice and thick. So we're getting a good structure on that. But we did get a gold cross here. So we need price to come back down and close below this support level, which is the 1.63585 level. And if we get a close below this level, I'm going to be looking to trade this pair. I've just marked this as ranging because I'm not sure if that's going to happen this week. I think that price will just be ranging up here in this range. So I'm not going to be looking to trade this pair unless it breaks out. But if it does break out in the next couple weeks, we can look to target these levels here. So this is the 1.60786 level. And then this is the Senko span B level on the weekly chart here. And this is the 1.57185 level. So all these could be possible targets, but until we get the breakout, guys, this is going to be a ranging market, and I'm not going to be trading it this week, most likely. Okay, British pound, Swiss franc on the weekly chart. We talked about this pair last week, just talking about how weird this Kumo cloud shape was. We did get a really strong breakout of this support level here, which is the 1.10576 level. But guys, like I said, this Kumo cloud structure is really weird, so we can't trust this trend. And as strong as this impulse wave was down, I'm expecting a strong reversal back up, most likely. But let's see what happens. But if you look at the daily chart, you can see that we do have a bearish Kumo cloud here, but it's just a little bit too skinny and thin. And so, guys, that's what happens when you have these really strong impulse waves down. You get a really narrow and thin, weak-looking Kumo cloud. And so that's why we can't trust it, because we haven't had enough consolidation in the cloud. So you see how this gets a little bit fatter here? Or if we go back here, like you see this is a nice Kumo cloud structure, right? And so we got a nice amount of steam built up in the cloud from this range. And then we broke down here, right? And so we got a nice trend that went down because we had a nice long consolidation. And so, this has been a decent consolidation, but I'm expecting price to pull back up and possibly retest this support level here. So this will become resistance. And if we get that retest on this level, then we're going to get a really nice looking Kumo cloud. And I think we're going to be able to trust the trend a lot better at that point. So until then, guys, this is a ranging market for me, and I'm not going to be trading this one this week. Okay, guys, British pound, Japanese yen on the weekly. Overall, pretty bullish. But I gotta say, price looks like it's being supported here on the Tenkan-sen. The Kijun-sen's pointing up, Senko span A is up, but B is flat. And so let's look at the daily chart. So this is why I have this one marked as orange for ranging. Right now, price is in the Kumo cloud, and we have the Chico span overlapping the candles. We have a bearish Kumo cloud twist. So overall on the weekly chart, it was bullish, But if we want that bullish trend to continue on the on the daily chart, which we're looking at now, we're going to need price to close above the resistance level here, which is 186.771. But until that, guys, this is a ranging market, and I'm not going to be trading this one this week. Okay, British pound, US dollar on the weekly. We have we have 2 out of the 3 Senyoko Gyokuten signals. We got the death cross, Chico span below the candles, and price is just about to break into the Kumo cloud here. So we're going to need a break of Senko span B, which is the thick white line, to be our third confirmation in the bearish direction. But until then, we can start to look to target these areas, which are the really flat parts on the Senko span B. And so I've drawn in some stuff here, and I'm going to show you more detail on the daily chart. And so guys, overall on the daily chart, this looks really great. I have this pair marked as pink, and so I'm waiting for a breakout of this level here, which is the, well, I'm waiting for price to break this level too, but this is the main one I want to see break, and that's the 1.20372 level. And so if we get a close below that level, it's going to confirm this N wave down. And once that happens, I'm going to be targeting here, which is this white line is the flat Senko span B here on the weekly chart. And so that's going to be my target with confluence with the Ichimoku time cycles. The green vertical lines are the 26 period time cycles, and the blue ones are the 9 period. And so I'm going to be looking to enter a trade and hopefully get down to these levels here, which is pretty close to the 1.272 level, which I normally like to target, and that's the 1.16874 level. So guys, keep an eye on this pair this week. We could get a nice breakout, hopefully, and if we do, then we can look to enter some trades. Okay guys, New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen on the weekly. I marked this as ranging market. Price has retraced below the Tenkan Sen, but we got the Tenkan Sen and the Kijun Sen and Senko span A pointing up. Senko span B is flat. So overall, this is bullish on the weekly. But if you look at the daily chart, it shows a little bit different picture. And right now we're stuck in this range right now. The resistance level here is at the 90.202 level, and the support is here at the 85.792 level. And so until price breaks the resistance or this support level, this is just a ranging market, and I'm not going to be looking to trade it this week. Okay guys, we're here US dollar, Canadian dollar on the weekly. So overall, it looks like this is starting to become more bullish. We have a bullish cloud twist here, but the Tenkan Sen and Kijun Sen and Senko span A and B are both flat. So on the weekly chart, this is not really a strongly defined trend yet. But if we look at the daily chart, if you can see that we've broken out of this trend line here. And so we broke out and then we had a retest on this. So this is looking really bullish, in my opinion. And we have a nice structure here that's starting to form on the Kumo cloud. But right now, Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, and the Senko span A and B are both flat. And this cloud is still a little bit skinny. So I'm waiting for the breakout of this resistance level here, which is the 1.37858 level. And if we get a breakout of that level, I'm looking, hopefully that happens this week. And if we get a breakout this week, we can expect to possibly take a trade on this, depending on the structure of the Kumo cloud on the 4-hour and 1-hour charts. But we're going to need, if I go down to the 4-hour chart, it's still pretty flat. So we're going to need price to break this resistance level and possibly do a retest to get a good looking structure on this cloud. So the first step will be breaking resistance. So let's see if that happens this week, and maybe we can find a good trade on this pair. Okay guys, US dollar Swiss franc on the weekly. And I have this marked as a ranging pair. As you can see, we had a gold cross here, and we have the Chico span now above the candles and tracing them. And so if you look at the daily chart, on the daily, right now, price is retracing back down to the Senko span A, and we've got 2 out of the 3 Sanyoko Gyakoten signals. So we got the death cross, we got the Chico span below the candles. But right now, this is just a ranging market. So we're going to need to wait for a breakout out of either of this resistance level here, the 0.92448, or possibly this Senko span B here. Because price was bearish on the weekly chart, and so if we can get a break back down to these levels, we could be reaching down to the support level, which is the 0.85526 level, and that would be after we break this Senko span B on the daily. So we need to look for that, but this week this is going to be ranging, and I'm not going to be trading this pair. Okay guys, US dollar, Japanese yen on the weekly. Overall, very bullish. Prices above the Tenkan and the Kijun Sen, but the Tenkan Sen is flat and the Kijun Sen is pointing up. Senko span A is pointing up and the Senko span B is flat. So we're going to need a break and close above this resistance level here, which is the 151.946 level, and that's gonna hopefully confirm this trend up, and we're gonna have the Ichimoku looking very bullish on the weekly chart. But if we look at the daily chart, this tells a good story too, because we're starting to get a really nice trend up and a nice structure on the Kumo cloud. So if you want to get in early, we could possibly wait for the breakout of this level here, which is the 150.160 level. And then, your first target would be up here at this resistance level, which is 183 pips. So we still have a lot of room to trade up to that level, but we could be met by some pretty fierce resistance here. And I do have a feeling that the Bank of Japan is going to be intervening in these markets. And so I have this marked as blue. But I want to warn you guys to be very careful, because earlier this year, there's been a few occasions where you can see the market just some gigantic candles on this pair, which to me look like the Bank of Japan just intervening completely. And so that could be pretty unsafe for us trading if we don't know about that. So make sure you check the news. And I'm about to run through the news real quick and I'm going to just scroll through the news page so you guys can see it, and then pause it if you want to read about it, so we can save some time here. Okay guys, so this is the all the news and data that's being released this week. I'm going to just scroll through this shortly, and you guys can just take a look at this. Feel free to pause it, or feel free to check the website out on your own. I put a link below. But this is all the major news this week, and yeah, I think it's going to be a good week for trading, hopefully. It seems like things are starting to move again, but yeah, just take a look at this news, make sure you use stop losses, and maybe wait until after the news is released to take your trades. But yeah guys, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. I hope you guys like the dad jokes below. If not, maybe I'll put something else. But until then, I'm going to just keep putting dad jokes because, why not? But yeah, guys, thanks a lot for being here. And until next week, good luck in the markets and peace.